are going to remove the fairing mirrors from the Streetglide, and we are going to put these on there. Underneath. Because I have a hard time when I'm sitting on the bike here. I gotta look down to try to see what's behind me, and it's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna switch those out and then get plugs for them. But for now we're gonna pop them off and put the new mirrors on. They're cheap mirrors off Amazon. I like them because they're contrast cut, like CNC, and I have the same ones in my Victory there. They work out. Okay, so taking the fairing mirrors off first, we're going to remove that bolt temporarily, and we're going to take these three out of the windshield trim to loosen this up so we can get behind right here and access the bolt for that. We always need a 2-foot screwdriver. That's what I'm using. It's only because this works and it's the first one I had available. I put aftermarket stainless screws in here. It's like a number 3 Phillips, but this big ass flathead works fine. Now I'm going to keep my middle one in because this has a wire for a light bar on it, so I'm just going to loosen it up a bit. And that looks to be 27. Yes, T27. Okay. Now this should hopefully give enough room to access that bolt behind the mirror, and then we'll do the other side. This should work, I think. Okay, a bit better. Good. A little more room. Should just got a daggone socket. All right. It's not loose enough for the fingers yet. There we go. And I think a washer now lives inside my fairing. But there you go. That's all there is to it. 9/16 on there. This little crevice there. So I will do the other side and then we'll jump to putting these new mirrors on. Okay, those are both off of there. And it looks like hell, but I know they make plugs for those, so I'll see what they got. Dry fit these mirrors here. See how they're looking to see if there's any play in them, if the thread's too long or anything. All right. There's definitely play in there. Fill the threads a little bit. Okay, so before I do that, I just want to check spacers, washers, and the acorn nut for the end there to see if everything's good without having to cut down the thread or anything like that. All right. Okay, height-wise, I think that's decent for me anyway, so maybe if I need a spacer, I'll go on the top, and of course there it goes falling on the floor. What did I need? All right. It's not bad. Maybe I will put it down below. Maybe that'll help with the play. Not really. I probably will go on top. Alright, so I'm going to see how much of this I have to fill in. I'm going to get a Sharpie and mark the top of the thread where it comes through. That way I can gauge on where I could put the tape to fill it in to take the play out of the mirror, because the last thing I want is these things vibrating loose while I'm riding. So you can see right there, so I'll take some electrical tape, not a whole lot, just a little bit, because I want it to get in there, but I want it to be a little snug, so I'll go up to that point and see how that does. That takes out the play, or we got to put more? We'll find out. Maybe too damn much. Okay, that should help. There we go. Yes, all right. This this will be the last project this roll of electrical tape is going to be used for. Alright, so now I'm just going to do a couple runs around the threads this time. Okay, still a little play in the bottom, so we'll put some on the bottom again. Now, I'm sure there's other mirrors that fit better in here. These were just some aftermarket ones that I had gotten off of Amazon that I liked. Like I said, that I used on my Victory there. And I just like the CNC cut design there. So it's a nice sharp look. Where the fuck did the tape go? Okay. I don't know, that was still a little too tight. It pushed my tape down there, so I'm just gonna cut that off, and then I'm gonna put that washer down low there. Just one of the flat washers they gave with for the bottom there for turning and adjusting when always learning as you go. That's how you figure things out. Okay, so I got that set up like that. Flat washer, tapered, non-threaded nut thing. Okay. Seems to be decent. That spacer seems too damn long. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, we might not need it. Okay, so I'm going to do another flat washer, and then lock washer, and the acorn nut, which I can already guess by looking at it right now there's going to be too much play there. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, let's see what size that is. 7. Okay, so just by eyeing this up right here, kind of like to keep the arm of the mirror kind of parallel with the bar and the grip there. Then I can adjust everything else. That's just preference. You can really put them wherever you want. Okay, so the mirror itself, it's moving good. That looks like it's where I want it, and it's holding true, nice and tight. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. Now, oops, I'm gonna stand it up. Kind of sit in my natural position I'd be on if I was riding. I want to be able to comfortably look down and see without ducking my head down or ducking my head up and over. So, oh, these are so much better. So, I'm going to make it so I just see the very back corner of my saddlebag. And these are nice because they're kind of like convex mirrors too. Not like a full convex mirror, but they work pretty good. Definitely better than the blocked view of the fairing mirrors I had on there, since I had switched my bars out at one point to 14-inch apes because I'm a taller rider. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good there. Okay. I'm happy with those, the angle. Yeah, that works nice. So that's a cheap upgrade. Nice contrast cut mirrors there. I think they're about 30-40 bucks on Amazon. But yeah, you can see, I did notice when I looked at the ones I had on my Victory, the finish, I have there's like a flat finish on here, where this one's more of a shiny finish. And also, I don't know if it was something I did or what, but the words are upside down on the Victory, which I don't care, because I like the mirrors and they work for me. So that's that there.